Come to the table, come and sit with us a while.
Okay, welcome back to the Padilla Family Homestead. We have a fun project today. I dragged my daughter into this one because she's excited about it, and I'm going to teach her on this. So I made a dairy-free, gluten-free hot cocoa mix, and
I haven't tried this yet at all.
And it's really good. My husband and I love it. So I'm going to start with her trying it, and then I'm going to try to make it. And this video is going out a couple days after we record this, so then when she goes back to her dad's house the next time, she has the recipe very handy that she can follow. So we're going to get started on this. The first thing we're doing is tasting it. Now we're doing about a cup of water each. I'm only going to do about half of these mugs because they're huge.
Okay.
So we do a half a cup of mixture to 1 cup of water. Oh, I should ask husband, do you want hot chocolate?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the long
Can
stare.
you grab him a mug?
You get a not so Christmas mug.
Using this up quick.
You get to walk by faith, not by sight.
That's a good one.
It is.
Okay. Can you get spoons to stir them up? The long spoon should be on the one on the right. I said spoons. Okay. I'm just going to leave that in there because that's always the measuring spoon I use for this. Which is good because we're going to refill this. It's probably too much water.
Yeah.
I measured it last time I did it, so I had an idea, but I didn't do it in these cups. This one's a huge mug.
I'm gonna say there.
Keep that all the way. So I am going to say that the dried coconut milk is the last thing to fully dissolve. So you'll see like little white specks at the top. It reminds me of not quite dehydrated marshmallows. It looks like the not quite dehydrated marshmallows. But it's good. It's gonna be hot. Oh yeah.
Hot?
It's good. It's hot cocoa. I should call it hot cacao. Because I use cacao powder.
I can taste the coconut. I like it.
It's very like mild coconut, but it's coconut and the darkness. It's almost like darkness of the cacao, but richness, smoothness. It has a little bit of
I feel
salt.
like I need to add that coconut creamer into this. I know it sounds weird, but you know my old recipe before I had to go gluten free and like somewhat dairy free.
Try that though, as an actual sip, not just on the spoon.
It's too hot. See, this is why I do better with cold drinks, guys. This is why I go for cold drinks always, because I have a very hard time with hot drinks.
Oh wait,
Everything's hot.
so I did this with coffee, and with a 1/4 cup of the mixture in a coffee, with the coffee we used, it was the decaf French roast. It was too strong for just a 1/4 cup. I needed to add some coconut milk to it as well. So, but when I did the regular amount, half a cup of the mixture in the coffee, it was great. So it just depends on how chocolatey you want coffee. I mean, this isn't an all the time thing. You're going to see there's a lot of sugar in this. But it's really good. It tastes good. You know the ingredients. It doesn't have a bunch of fillers in it. So we're going to get in on how to make this. You ready?
No.
I was saying go get an ice cube, but you're gonna mess up the
I know.
consistency. So our ingredients, we're sifting everything.
Okay.
Absolutely everything. And that thing over there, can you get the dark brown wooden spoon? Yep. And we are gonna start measuring. And I forgot an ingredient already.
Oh, that's fun.
Can you go get the powdered sugar? Okay, so you're gonna use a third cup, and you're gonna do 6 third cups.
That's a lot.
That's 2 cups. So do 3 first, so you get 1 cup in there.
I got powdered sugar on it.
And we're gonna work together as a team. So the goal here is to get any of the large chunks out and really make this light and fluffy. We're gonna put it in individually first. Keep putting in as I'm doing this. So we're gonna put them in individually and then mix them all up. Once we have this going and we start switching ingredients, it'll be layered in the sifter. So that's 1 cup. So you could tap. And you,
the fan.
I know, it's fine, I'm showing something. You could tap, but what happens when you tap is all of the powder builds up over here. By the end of this, it's going to look like we killed the abominable snowman, so just don't worry. It'll look like a murder scene.
Wearing black sweatshirt.
Yeah, me wearing the sweater again. So this is great, but it does pop up, and the odds of getting it out are huge. So I just take this, and I kind of push it around the edge. Do you want to try it? And do it around the edge like that. So we have a fan on right here. No, you're fine where you are. I do want my hot cocoa though, because I can drink mine hot.
Yeah, but you also like, I swear, you try to boil your skin off too, though.
In the shower.
Yes, I can't. No.
You had 3 in there, so this is 4.
Mm-hmm.
5. And 6. So that's 2 cups. So we are done with that one. Excuse me, Richa. And I just moved the whole island.
Yep. Like I felt it move.
That reminded me of Dr. Dolittle when the island's a turtle.
Just a wee bit.
Okay. This is gonna take her
A while.
a little bit. It's a process. So I'm gonna let her get this down. Now this, I'm storing it in a 1/2 gallon mason jar. It was like the perfect amount. I have how many servings this is. I'll put it, I'm going to have this in a blog post. This is also going to be in my upcoming gluten-free Christmas ebook cookbook. And this recipe will be along with a peppermint whipped cream.
Yeah, I moved the turtle.
So, Jess, I'll have the blog post down below. We're not doing the peppermint whipped cream tonight. I have dinner in the oven and lots of things going on. It's a Monday night and there's just, life is busy. So, we're getting this done though because I have been enjoying it. And I know with her home, we want to have stuff to be able to do it in coffees or whatever.
Yeah, we still have our Ecuador coffee that we could do this in.
Yeah, just a little bit. So I think it's 6 cups is what you pretty much get out of it at the end. So that's 12 half-cup servings. So I mean, there's a lot of hot chocolate there. Now it's going to be a larger quantity because this is all sifted. It's not settled like, hold on one second. Make sure that you don't scrape the wood too hard against the metal, otherwise you'll be shaving wood into our hot cocoa.
That would be fun.
Right. Just a reminder. So, these are light. They're not really compacted. That's why we're sifting it. So like the hot chocolate you get from the store is very compacted. It's heavier. It's a different texture. So you use less of it. Plus they have a bunch of other ingredients in it. So this one has fewer ingredients. You know what they all are. And it is, it's light and fluffy. So it's going to take up more storage space because of that. But this is a fun gift to give during the holiday. So this is an 1/8 and I need 1 1/4. So I would need 8, 10, right?
It's not math day yet.
Well, there's 4 quarters.
Yeah.
And this is a half of a quarter. So we times that by 2, so it would be 8. And then it's 1/4 of a cup, and this is half a quarter, so that'd be 10. Yeah. So we're doing 10.
You do that.
10 8.
If you messed this up, that's on you.
I'm not. Okay. You start going 1, 2. 10. And I'm using cacao powder. It's unsweetened. It is just, I think it's a better version for you than cocoa powder. It's supposed to be healthier for you. So I get that in bulk from Azure Standard. Same thing with my powdered sugar. It's organic, 6 times. I pushed it and I couldn't bring it back. It's 6 times powdered sugar, but it's with organic sugar. I haven't made my own powdered sugar yet, but when I run out of powdered sugar, then I may attempt to do that. One of you viewers actually brought up that it's pretty easy to do, and it's just something I haven't done. I make my own vanilla sugar, and
isn't it like cornstarch and sugar or something?
No, you put sugar in a blender, I think, and you just poof it.
Poof it.
You poof it. It poofs. It makes it poofy instead of being heavy and dry. I don't know. We'll look it up and figure it out.
You sound like you're talking about like a fluff ball.
It is. It turns it into a fluff ball. Well, fluff, not a ball. Okay, keep going.
Anyways.
Are you done?
No.
Well, you're getting close, so I can start the next ingredient. What was I saying? Oh, powdered sugars from Azure. Everything in here is actually from Azure. I have that link below if you are not familiar with it. Okay, so we have, try your hot cocoa.
I don't know if it's cool enough.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's getting ingredients on it. That's fun.
I mean, all it is powdered ingredients. That's what's in it. It's just going to make it extra rich. So, you taste the thickness?
Mm-hmm.
That's because the arrowroot. Good, right? That's better than the regular that I've made in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I really like that. All right. So we have done 2 cups powdered sugar. We have done 1 1/4 cups cacao powder. We're doing 2 1/3 cups dry coconut milk. This is our last large item to do.
Oh, I see why you did the math that you did. Now I'm actually like seeing that and thinking about it like fully. Because that was an 1/8 cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Glad your brain has engaged.
Yeah.
Okay,
Better
so
late than never.
2 1/3 cups dry coconut milk would be 6 7/3. Now, this dried coconut milk, I have found to be rather clumpy. It kind of reminds me of being, feel this. Feel the texture. Put it over that. It's not greasy, but it reminds me of being more moist. Not your favorite word on the planet, I know. But I don't know how else to say it. But coconut is oily. And so I think, even though it's dehydrated, it has some of that.
Well,
It said 7. Right? Yeah. 1. I did this wrong because I have another jar.
I think you didn't do a big enough bowl.
2. Did. We're almost done. I'm actually switching this because I want to use the rest of this.
Yeah, this definitely is like thicker.
Yep.
Like the moisture isn't in there, I don't think, but like the oils are.
3.
You're gonna have to give me a minute. This one's harder. You might have just clogged the sifter.
It won't, if you need to, stop. If you need to, use your hand a little bit. Just push, watch. I wash my hands. And do you see how much it pushes through? Almost like a grater. But it's like, here, I don't know if you can show that. This is for them.
It's seeing it.
So, thank you. That's a timer for dinner stuff. So, if I push it, it kind of comes through really thick.
Oh wow, that's like really, really thick.
Like almost like hair.
Oh, it looks like
from
snow.
Yeah. So this is, it's almost like it's grating it, but it's not. So,
Really thick snow.
yeah. But that is an option. Did you not wash your hands before we started?
Nope.
Okay, go wash your hands because I already had you do coconut milk in there. She's going to get this sifted because it's going to take a minute. And I am going to check on dinner. I'm going to pause this for a minute. So we are going to get through what's in this, and then I'm going to add in the next 4 because we only have 3/3 in here now, so we only have 1 cup and we need 1 1/4 more. So we're going to get through this, and then we'll be back to do the next step. This is just a process. When you do it this way, it takes time, but many hands make light work. So if you have kids helping you, it's always good. In the background here, you're going to see us laughing a ton. That is because my husband is in the background being a super goober and making us laugh extremely hard. Okay. So our household is mayhem right now. I'm recording 2 videos. My husband's helping me in the kitchen with something, and he is Mr. Goofy Pants right now. So we can't.
I cook meat.
You will see the recipe. He is working on next week. But I'm gonna try to finish this with a straight face because this is why I like to record alone sometimes. Okay.
That.
All right, so we have done, I'm just recapping where we are. 2 cups powdered sugar, 1 1/4 cups cacao powder, 2/3 cup dry coconut milk. Now we're gonna do 1 1/2 teaspoons arrowroot powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna go ahead and just use this canning salt. I really want to regrind up my, yes, regrind up my vanilla salt because this is going to help you, so use the spoon now. Otherwise you'll end up with skin cells. So, this I know will go through. It's fine enough. My vanilla salt, I ground it myself. I have some that's super fine and some that's coarse. So I'm not using that. That would be great in this though, if you had it. So that was 1 teaspoon salt, and then I'm going to do 1.5 teaspoons of arrowroot powder. Now the arrowroot powder is purely to add the
Thickness.
viscosity, the texture, the thick texture.
That's why I said thickness.
Yeah, viscosity is right though, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think so. So
I'm an advanced math person, not an advanced English person.
okay. So we're going to add in this. If you get a little bit more, you want to change the thickness texture, this is how you do it. You could use cornstarch, you could use multiple things. I feel like this is a very neutral way to, a neutral item to add. We have been using it for gravies now, and we have used it for our hot cocoa, and I really like how easy it is to work with, and you don't taste it, and you don't really feel the texture of it unless you put it straight on the pan with butter. Don't do that, then it becomes like
That would not be
gum.
that texture.
So that's all the ingredients. We have them in there right now. So when she's done with this, do you need a break? Do you want me to do it?
I'm at the last
I know, I'm just asking. Okay, so she's at the last little bit. As soon as she's done with this, what we're gonna do is we're going to take that spoon and we're gonna gently stir everything together.
Ignore that.
Because this is good though. You're seeing it pop, right? It popped from outside the sifter, inside the sifter to outside the sifter. So there's pieces in here that have not been sifted. That happened to me. That is why every once in a while we have a couple of clumps of coconut milk. They're small, but they look like the dehydrated marshmallows in there, the mini ones dissolving, because of the fact of it escaping out of there. So it's not super sifted. There's just little pieces. It sticks together differently. So we're going to put this into the large mason jar. You could totally put it into smaller mason jars and give them as a gift. Let's see. This should be 1 cup. Yeah, it's half a pint. So this should be 1 cup. So this would be 2 servings. You could do a quart size, you could do a pint size, whatever. This would give 4 servings of hot cocoa. Put a cute lid and ribbon and gift that, maybe with some marshmallows, some cute little candies, brownie mix, whatever. There's so many options that you can do. But this is, I just love it because we have looked for ways to change out some of the super processed things that we like. I don't like a lot of chocolate, but I like hot cocoa. Oh man, this would be so good with that salted pumpkin caramel sauce. Like, oh, so good, right? That would like seal the deal. That's what it needs. And then what you're missing is the whipped cream that we would normally put on top.
I actually really want to try coconut whipped cream.
We will. That's on the list.
Because I've heard that it's really good.
I have the cans of it. So, I have cans of heavy whipping.
Coconut cream.
Yes, but it's for whipping. It's not just heavy coconut cream. So, I hope that you start trying to make some of these things. If you go through a lot of hot cocoa, this could be a great option. I haven't done the cost comparison, and if I can, I will do that and add it to the screen right here. But it's going to be really dependent on what kind of hot cocoa you get. And I don't think this is going to be necessarily cost effective, like cheaper than Great Value hot cocoa or Swiss Miss hot cocoa packets. But those ingredients aren't as good for you. So I think that you would have to compare this to a organic specialty place hot cocoa. But even those have a lot of ingredients most of the time. So I don't know. I may or may not do the cost comparison because these all came in different sizes, and I don't know if I'm going to have time in the next 2 days to sit down and do all the pricing and then figure out how much I got in each one and how much that adds up to and all of that. So that may not happen. Can I see?
I'm going to go wash my hands.
That's fine. So she is saying that this is kind of stuck, right? So I want to get the last of this out because this has the arrowroot powder and the salt. So I'm just going to bang this. And that's going to help get whatever's stuck to the outside of this. And that's kind of why I do that coconut milk towards the end. Because it does kind of start to clog this with the oils. It washes out super easy though. This is a very easy cleanup. I would not give you something that was a horrible cleanup.
You wouldn't want to use anything.
I don't like dishes, so if it's a horrible cleanup, I'm usually not for it. Alright, so now we have a lot of noises going on. I feel like this is going to over-sensorize you guys. So we have sausage being cooked on the stove, hot cocoa being mixed. I'm really glad you love it. I knew you were going to like it once you got into it. Alright. So now I'm just going to take this and stir it.
I feel like if we could mix it in like a blender, that would be cool.
Do you know what I was thinking today? If we added like cinnamon or something along those lines and make it more of like the Mexican hot chocolate, like cinnamon and cayenne. Was it that what you add to Mexican hot chocolate is cayenne? What kind of pepper do you add?
I've had people that add cayenne to it.
Yeah. See if it makes
I honestly
sense.
think it tastes better with it.
So, I mean, you can totally add more spices to this if you wanted to. What I like is at this point, it can be done anyway. You can add some peppermint extract to it as you make it and make it a peppermint hot chocolate. You could add a candy cane into it and make it peppermint, right? But this is going to store better and meet everybody's desires easily. And I love the fact that it's gluten and dairy free. And one of the things we're learning with, she's doing a lot of research into PCOS and how much dairy and gluten affect that. And so I know I have PCOS. I was diagnosed with that back when I was like her age, but I didn't do like research or anything like that at that time onto it. And I just,
Right there.
what?
Like, just give me over there.
Okay. So the more we can switch out and have variety, we're still gonna have cheese. We're still gonna have our Parmesan.
I like cheese way
Like
too much to give
she's
that
a
up.
Parmesan addict.
I'm
But
a
there's
cheese addict.
there's little
Let's be
things.
honest. I even eat blue cheese.
There's
I love
little
blue cheese.
things that we can switch out and make the changes where it actually, to me, this tastes better than any store-bought hot cocoa that I've had. So I love the creaminess, the richness.
What's nice is like I do notice because of the coconut and everything, like it's way creamier than normal hot chocolates would be, and everything. Like whereas they get like super watery like very easily, and it's just like no.
Well, I upped the.
That's why
So-
like I used to add like creamer or like some sort of like milk after to my hot chocolate to make it a little bit creamier.
Yeah, I looked at a few different people's recipes, and I was looking at the ingredients they were using. I'm using some different ingredients, but also the amount that they used. And we like creamier. So I upped the coconut milk ingredients and shifted stuff. I really do think vanilla salt in this would be amazing. Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Good call. Okay, and now we have a beautiful, beautiful hot cocoa. It's light in color, but it's full of flavor. The powder's light in color because there's a lot of white powders in here. And we're going to get this packaged up and ready to go. I hope you make it. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment in the description down below and let me know if you make this and what your favorite versions of it are. And stay tuned on that blog for the release of the Christmas gluten-free cookbook, and also for that peppermint whipped cream. If we make the coconut whipped cream and it turns out really good as peppermint, we are going to have that in there. Otherwise, we will have a dairy version. So that's it. Thank you for joining, and we will see you on the next video.